Okay, that was from Kai. Now, watch it again.
Yeah, but with this DBZ version.
The original, the Funimation.
I won't let you get away with this! I won't let you!
See, that's how you transform. It hypes you up, it amps you. You're hearing that music, you're like, oh, here it comes. And I remember when I first saw that on TV, when it first came out, and being in junior high, and my friend's like, this is the episode, don't turn Super Saiyan, we gotta watch it, we gotta watch it. And I'm like, okay, and I was all excited and amped up, and we're waiting for it, and then, oh, you hear the lightning bolts, and then, oh, and the music builds, and then just when the music hits that perfect crescendo, and it's like, ah, oh, there's Goku, Super Saiyan. Best shot, best music, it fits perfectly. You're like, yes, Frieza's gonna get his ass handed to him. Oh, so hard.
If I could use an analogy right now for describing the difference in the music for that transformation scene, it's kind of like Kai, it's like a bottle rocket, basically.
Bottle rocket, huh?
It just goes poof, and you're like, poof, and you're like, ah.
Nice.
But with DBZ, it's like a raging volcano of rage and anger. It just builds and builds and builds, and then BAM!
Right after that.
You're just like, damn!
I sat back after I saw that transformation. I went,
Get out a cigarette.
I need a cigarette. Oh, God, yes. That was good. So delicious. But yeah, that was the main problem, is that and the guy who did the music for the Funimation dub, his name is Bruce Faulconer. If you haven't had a chance, trust me, go to his website, buy his CDs. Don't download them. You have to buy them. Support the guy. He's a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. He loves Dragon Ball Z. He's a great guy. Really good music. Love his work. I've got all his soundtracks. Definitely get him. But he crafted every single song for each scenario. He had a great, for a fight scene. There was a fight scene, there was a specific character, they had their own theme song. Trunks had his own theme song. Gohan had his theme song. So when you heard that, you're like, oh, that person's ready to kick ass. Goku had his theme song. There was even the infamous Death theme song, which played after every villain died. Which everyone knew. It was like, oh, that music, like, yeah, he's going to die, there's the death music.
Oh, and that just makes you go, oh, that's almost as good as the transformation.
It's almost as good as transformation. Personally, for me, the best one will always be Goku Super Saiyan 3 transformation. That one, I thought my head would explode. I was just like, I was so on the edge of my seat, just come on, transform already. Stop holding us back from it. But you see, that was the best thing about DBZ. Like, and again, that goes into our the next segment.
Which is the animation.
And when we mean by the animation,
that goes into that segment, but okay.
Well, you'll see what I mean. When I mean animation, what I'm trying to get across here is that there are certain things with the animation that they did. It just it's good, but at the same time, it kind of holds it back. It's like you got to meet me in the middle here. Yeah. It's like there's the good side of the bridge and the bad side, and it's like stuck right in the middle, and you could go either way. And by basically animation, I mean the colorization, how they've gave the HD look.
Brighter,
everything
shiny.
is much brighter. And they got rid of all that grimy old look from it, which is it's nice for nowadays. For nowadays, that's fine.
with my personal taste, I prefer the grimy look. I'm like, it gets me in the fighting mood. It makes me go, yeah.
It feels
dirty,
grittier.
gritty.
Yeah, it's more.
Oh.
You're in there. You're in the zone. You can see. You actually feel like the blood and sweat is coming at you. And
The shiny, it's kind of like, it's. I know this is going to sound weird with animation, but it seems more fake to me.
It looks for me honestly, because what I've been noticing lately with most animes is that they're actually using more computer-based drawing programs, so that they're not really sketching anymore. They're actually they are sketching, but it's through computer, so everything becomes clean and perfectly polished, like a flash animation. So it looks like Flash. I mean, look at Naruto; it's all perfectly crystal clear and clean. Don't worry, we'll get into Naruto later.
Oh, I
and
can
it looks
get into
good.
it now.
No, we're not gonna say that for another time. You get into Naruto now, I'm gonna start talking about Bobobo, and trust me, you don't want me getting on about Bobobo.
Hey, you were saying.
Nothing wrong. Anyways, it looks really nice for nowadays, but for any of the older fans, I would probably recommend staying away from it, just because it just looks.
You're not gonna like it.
It doesn't feel, something about it just seems wrong.
Yeah.
Like if someone gave you like your PlayStation that you had, like your first PlayStation, and you love it. You've had all the best games you played on it.
And then you
Final Fantasy VII, bullshit. Crash Bandicoot. You have like Metal Gear Solid, the original, like all your favorite games for PlayStation, and then you've had it for a long time. You don't really clean it. You keep it in the corner, but you love it, and every time you feel like playing it, you play it. But then someone comes back and goes, "Oh, hey, I got you a brand new PlayStation. It's like your old one, but it's new." Something about it just seems you feel off. Like, it's not my PlayStation.
It doesn't have that same aura.
Bitches. It's nostalgic feel. You feel every time you look back, you're like, I remember that grittiness, and I loved it. It's like It's like if you watch a black and white movie and then they colorize it, but it was good in black and white. You shouldn't do that. Firm believer in that, people. If you don't like it, I won't say.
Yeah, it's like with my old PlayStation, I would honestly hang that up on a wall.
Monkey raping.
What?
Sorry, that's what you just. Anyways.
Yeah,
now
we gotta put a PG-13 rating on this video. Thank you.
Ding, 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 ding. Anyways, next one is fight scenes. Mike, I'm actually gonna let you take the reins on this one.
Oh.
What'd you think of them on Kai?
Well,
let's say good and bad.
Good. Like you said, the animation is clean. It looks good. It's just it's shorter. I feel like all the scenes are just a little bit shorter, not like too much, but just enough so you notice that shortness.
You just notice the shortness, yeah.
Yeah, you're just like I like the Z because it's long. It's like I said, gritty, long. You get into it.
It's like one of those Western shootouts. It's supposed to be long. It's supposed to build tension. I mean, granted, yes, that's not what the studios are going for. I think part of it was, but most of it, like 99% of it, was just stretch it out as long as we can. He hasn't finished the comic yet. We keep filler. Frieza, Goku's charging up an attack, and Frieza's just beating the crap out of him.
And that's another thing. What was I going to say? The fight scenes. There were parts of it where you could tell they cut out a part. Like, there's a couple parts in the Frieza fight where you're just like, there should have been something right in this particular scene, this moment. Like, someone was supposed to throw a punch, and that's why they're going through.
And that actually leads me to another thing that slowly, kind of coincides with the animation, is that if you ever watched the original Dragon Ball Z and you watch the characters in the episodes, you'll notice that each episode, like about 3 to 5 episodes, I'm not sure exactly how many. I mean, I'm a big hardcore DBZ fan, but I don't have the patience and time to break it down that much. You'll notice that the animation looks different. Like one moment, you'll focus on shadows.
Yeah.
And then, or some of them will focus on just the facial features. One of the episodes will look like they're just focusing on the fighting, so the animation, the artwork will look really crappy, but the fight scenes will be amazing. Other ones, it'll be just like standoff, so you'll see low camera angles, high camera angles, rotating camera angles. And from what I've gathered, it's from different directors and the animators working together and pairing it off back and forth. I'm not sure, I don't know the exact history behind it, but I know it's most of them saying, okay, this episode we're going to focus on just doing this, and this episode so it's always different. It always looked different. It never looked like you're just watching one straight, because most animes, they keep the same animation style throughout the series. Naruto or One Piece or whatever. But with DBZ, every time you watched if you watched like 5 episodes in a row, you'd be able to pick out like the differences. You'd notice the differences.